But I'm going to talk about AI really quickly because this shit had me hella weak because this girl had posted this video. It was I'm weak, 777. This is no joke. Look, 777 on the car, on the red car, bruh. Stop playing with me. But anyway, this girl basically had posted this video talking about AI. And she was like, she thought she ate with this shit. Like, she thought she was gonna get turned up. But she has a lot of followers. So, like, you know, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But anyway, she was like, what's the problem with using ChatGPT? Like, basically, like, we drive cars every day and they pollute the earth. And it's the same thing. When I tell you, she got chewed. Them cornrows is chewed in the comments. And I wasn't being rude when I commented in there because I didn't want to be rude because education is eternal and it's free and it's fucking like it's power. It's powerful, right? Mind you, she's also a woman of color, so I don't want to sit here and try to act like she's fucking stupid and talk to her crazy. So I just simply put a bunch of facts in the comment section. Like, I put facts. Like, and then I just didn't even check back up on the comment because, like, I don't know. So the notifications on TikTok are weird. They really are. Like, they confuse me, which sounds like, what are you talking about? But I'm not really hecka adverse when it comes to technology because one, I choose not to be, and two, I just feel like it's dumb. But anyway, I don't know. TikTok, I don't know how to use that app that well. Like, even when I'm editing stuff, it's weird. I don't know. But anyway, yes, the notification center is confusing to me. But I was looking over, like, because I had clicked in, like, obviously in the notification center, and I was, like, looking, and I was wondering what these comments were coming from. Like, because it was, like, a good amount. Like, there was actually a pretty good amount of comments, and I was trying to figure out, like, how to piece it together because it wasn't in order. And this man, this, like, African-American boy, not man, he was a boy. He looked like probably, like, 17, 18. I'm 21, so I'm not trying to act like I'm hella old or anything like that, but I'm 21, so 17, 18, like, you're still a kid to me. Like, you're a kid. He's like, this is false information. There's no facts here. Some. I didn't even get an opportunity to reply because the girl deleted the video, so I couldn't comment back. But people were clearing him. They're like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, yes, ChatGPT is directly correlates to the downfall of black people, which that's what I initially had commented. I was like, it pollutes our air, it uses drinkable water, and then basically like the hubs for the PCs for ChatGPT are put in low income areas and obviously black neighborhoods. Look it up. They did it might have been on Netflix, but I had watched it. It was like a short documentary on Elon Musk, and he set up these like wind turbines in Memphis, Tennessee. Really, that's not what it was. It was the Center for Grok. I don't know if you know what Grok is, but that's his form of ChatGPT that he created himself. But they take like wind turbines to power it, right? But those wind turbines are illegal because they perforate, I don't know if that's the right word, perforate greenhouse gases, and they're like, you know, it's bad for our fucking earth. It's bad for the people around it. You can get sick. And he like lied about how many he had and how many were operating, and they did a whole thing on it. Bro said that they only had 15 or 14 operating and they had 30. And you're not even allowed to, I think, even have like 5 or some crazy ass ratio. Like, it was crazy. Like, bro just breaking the law. He does whatever he wants because he has money. So we already know that though. But anyway, mind you, how does he even get, I don't even want to talk about that. I'll pause. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I just like was dropping gems, dropping knowledge, because like once I see something, it downloads, I get the download, and I don't have to research it any further. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to sit here and freaking pretend like act delusional. It makes sense. You know, like when you think about, you look at people who have PCs and monitors, they have water PCs, they have monitors. So why, you know, these computers are pumping out information as fast as a human mind can think, faster than a human mind can think, and they're thorough explanations. They're thorough pictures, things that take people hours, days to create with software. So if something's creating that within like a freaking 5-minute span, you don't think that it needs a lot of power? Yes, it does. So, but yeah, if you didn't know, now you know. AI directly correlates to the downfall and destruction of humanity and black people. Okay, let me break it down. Humanity. Why? Because it is, one, taking our jobs. ChatGPT, any AI, really any AI, not just ChatGPT, but all AI. It's taking our jobs. It's making our brain not be able to function as well. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like schoolwork, we all know the type of timing we be on. And you're not able to think and sit down and take a test like you used to. For the most part, you're not able to do that. And really, AI is ruining a lot of people's school careers. This girl literally got on the internet and was hysterically crying because her teacher said that she was using AI on a paper that she wrote, and she didn't. Like, she dead ass didn't. She was crying. She was like, it's saying that she wrote this, and underneath a second, she was like, even if she copied and pasted this, there's no way that's possible. It's just the information that she did, and like, she did a really good job at the fucking thing. Anyway, I had a teacher who also accused me of using AI, and mind you, I didn't. She ran it through an AI simulator, and I didn't use AI. And then I had somebody, because the lady was so anti-AI, she would run everybody's paper through a fucking AI detector. Bitch, mind you, you're using AI to grade my papers. You're using AI to create these lessons. You're using AI for all this shit, but you're not allowing people in your class to use AI, but you have 2 essays due per week, plus a discussion board, plus fucking some other little research shit that she wanted us to do too. Now, mind you, this is summer. This is a summer course. 2 essays a week, and then it was like every month there was like a major, like 1 or 2 essays due. So sometimes you do 3 essays a week, and then you do a discussion board, 1 to 2 discussion boards a week, and then you would do a research thing. So it's like, not saying that it's impossible for you to do it yourself, but I'm saying, like, you're creating these lessons with AI, bitch. I know you are. Just based off what they're talking about and what's in the lessons, this is not, this is very like store-bought information. But anyway, she used to grade the papers with AI and run it through an AI detector, but you're telling us we can't use AI. That shit didn't fly. One of the students in the class wrote the dean, and I don't really know what happened with that. I don't ever have to take that class again because I passed. But when I had responded back to her, man, I got on that shit quick. Like, she was not about to play in my face, because she tried to give me a 0 on one of my assignments saying that I used AI. And I was like, actually, before you even graded my paper, bitch, I ran my paper through an AI detector to see if it had quote unquote AI in it, and it gave me a 0. So there's no way that you had AI. Like, and mind you, I attached the thing, and I used the same software that she used when she graded my paper the first time. So we're not gonna sit here and act like, bitch, like, no, she refixed my grade. But it's like, damn, like, you're saying you don't want us to use AI, but you're using AI. Anyway, I digress. That's how, obviously, it's affecting people's mental health. It's affecting people's health because it's taking valuable drinking water. And then how it relates to black people. The farms, the houses where the monitors are and the technology is based at, is being put in black neighborhoods. Why? Because they tend to not care about that warehouse building that's back there, that's been there for years, that nobody's paying attention to, and now just all of a sudden it's gated in and it looks new. Nobody's paying attention to that type of shit. Like, they're just not worried about that. They're worried about their life. They're worried about, whatever day-to-day stressors that they, impose onto them to fearmonger and make them not be able to focus on what's really happening. Because fear is how they control us. fear is how they control everything. It's the news, the media. They want you to be feared. They want you to be frightened. They want you to be scared and uncomfortable. But as long as you hold your grounded and don't really worry about that and detach and unplug, you'll be fine. That's one thing too. I am practicing. I started today. I woke up and I did not get on my phone. I only got on my phone once I had went to the gym and I was on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to spend the first hour of your day should not be on your phone, and the last hour should be either. The last hour is where I'm struggling at, because I'll come home after work and I'm using it as a tool to decompress when I could really just be using a book. You know, like how people in the olden days had ass. I'm playing. But like dead ass. Like, you could be decompressing another way. You don't need to use your phone. You don't need to scroll on TikTok for 3 hours. And, you know, when I switched to YouTube too, like when I was watching YouTube, I felt a lot better as well. But it's still the green light the blue light from your phone that's actually like affecting you. So, I'm getting out of it though. Trust me. Like, we all have our vices and we all participate in the matrix, and that's why it upholds itself. And, you know, you just got to slowly unplug. But yes, ChatGPT is the downfall of black people, the downfall of humanity. I know in my last video I did say that I use ChatGPT when I have a question. A lot of the times, yes, I will go to ChatGPT. Like, I'm going to ChatGPT. You can go to Google too. Like, I can Google it, but the first thing that fucking shows up, at least on my phone, and I don't know if it's because I have an iPhone, but is AI mode. Like, that's the first thing. That's literally the first fucking thing that pops up when I Google anything. Like, I can ask my phone a question, and then the first thing it says is AI mode, and it's AI literally came up with a response. So, like I said, you're using AI. You can scroll past it, or maybe you can unenable that. I don't know. If you can unenable that, I don't know. Say something in the comments, but or I could probably do my own research instead of asking people for help when, you know, it's probably more common knowledge. But anyway, that is the first thing that shows up is AI. So regardless, you know, we're using AI, we like it or not, unfortunately, against your will. Bro, I keep seeing the same person. Like, I don't know what the fuck that means or why I'm not parking there. But yeah. But anyway, if you can, stop using ChatGPT. Well, stop using AI, period. Especially, bitch, don't use no Grok. That shit is terrible. Literally poisoning your air. Like, literally poisoning your air. I seen this thing and it said if we can see the air that we're breathing in, you wouldn't even want to breathe. That's crazy. Our air is poison. We just breathing this shit in every day and think it's not going to affect us in the long run. That shit's crazy. But yeah, don't litter, guys. Don't use ChatGPT. Don't use AI. I'm gonna get out of it, especially when I get out of like school and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely not using that shit no more because I don't use it. Besides that, like, if I need to answer a question really fast and I don't feel like answering that shit, I'm not thinking about that. Because I feel like school's not irrelevant. School's important. But the education doesn't hold as much weight as it used to. Like, you hear about that shit that they're doing, that the fucking Cheeto man is doing. He's talking about some, what is it? They're trying to discredit degrees, like a nursing degree. They're saying it's no longer considered a professional degree or some accredited. It was some crazy dumb ass shit that he's saying about fucking degrees, like fucking social workers and nurses, and, you know, like a lot of them are faced and targeted towards women, but we're not going to get into that. I can get into that, but it's a stretch. It's not a stretch, but it's like you got to actually be gamed up to understand like what I'm saying, because it might offend like men watching the video. They're going to get offended. But anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm going to this hoe ass, dumb ass, bitch ass, stupid ass, ugly ass, dumb ass, lame ass, not playing. I'm going to work. I'm trying to tap out this matrix too. But yeah, have a blessed day. 777 out. Bye.